live?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the debut of a brand new musical project from Mark and myself. We've taken the name of this project from a true storyteller named W.S. Dupree. Now, W.S. Dupree was a real guy, famous for his storytelling. In fact, every time he'd open his mouth to tell a story, people would lean in a little tiny bit closer just to hear what he was saying. He often used his stories to get out of parking tickets or pay a bill, or even once I heard get out of a marriage proposal. And he's been the inspiration for a bunch of these songs that we've written and we're going to play here tonight. And I thought it was appropriate to start off by telling one of W.S.'s famous stories. Dupree was staying at the Lord Nelson Hotel in Halifax, and as was his way, by the time to leave came, everybody knew his name. And as he was getting ready to pay the bill and sign out of the hotel, check out of the hotel, I guess is what you do, the man behind the desk said, "Hey, Mr. Dupree, where did the WS come from?" "Well," he said, "when I was a little seed in my mommy's tummy, my folks lived in Sault Ste. Marie. But my Uncle Bobby, lived up in Wawa, and my dad insisted that we do that drive every weekend. And my mom was okay with it for the first little while, but as her tummy got bigger and bigger and bigger, she would just put her arms over her chest, and every so often she'd mutter, 'Wawa, Sault Ste. Marie. Wawa, Sault Ste. Marie.' Anyway, it kept going on this way all through the fall, and as the winter nights came, well, I guess I figured it was my time to say hello to the world. So somewhere in between Wawa and Sault Ste. Marie, I began knocking on my mama's door, saying it's time for me to come out and meet the world, which I did at highway marker number 217 on that good old King's Highway. My dad just pulled the Falcon over and all that business got done, and I was born under a starry January night. Now we packed everything back up, made our way back to Sault Ste. Marie, right into the hospital where they took care of my mom and wrapped me up in a little cotton swaddle. And while all this was going on, the nurse said to my mom, "What are you going to name this young boy?" Now, my dad at this point noticed that my mom hadn't said a word since the trip began. So my dad looked at the nurse looked at my mom looked at my dad looked at my mom, and she just burst out, "Wawa, Sault Ste. Marie!" But my dad shortened it to the WS. Every word of it true, would I lie to you? Now, send that bill right to my door at 24 Sussex Ottawa, K1M1M4, K1M1M4, K1M1M4. So that's the idea. WS had a lot of great stories, and we hope you enjoy some of the ones that we're going to tell you as we play through this set today. We're going to start off with an old one. The song's over 100 years old, written by a guy who was hung for stealing some cattle, I think.
There I'll take my stand. Upon the Blue Ridge Mountain, there I'll take my stand. A rifle on my shoulder, a shooter in my hand. I've been all around this world. Come and open the door. Lulu, my Lulu, open the door. Before I have to walk on in with my old 44. I've been all around this world.
Hammond's cold.
Mama and Papa, the little sister makes three. Mama and Papa, little sister makes three. Come on in, the morning boys, that's the last you'll see of me. I've been all around this world. Hang me, oh hang me, I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, so I'll be dead and gone. I wouldn't mind you hanging, boys, but you're waiting in jail so long. I've been all around this world. Mountain, there I'll take my stand. Upon the Blue Ridge Mountain, there I'll take my stand. A rifle on my shoulder, a shooter in my hand. I've been all around this world. I've been all around this world.
There you go. Thank you.
We have a drummer that keeps falling down the leg.
Right, yes, that drummer. As you say, the drummer has a drinking problem, but
Cheers, everybody.
figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, cheers, everybody. You know, we should take this opportunity to talk about this beer. Our sponsors at Henderson Brewing Company have a coffee saison celebrating the Riverboat Coffee House in Yorkville, which launched both the careers of
I have Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell and Neil Young, who are on these cans. Anyway, the beer is great. If you get a chance, hendersonbrewing.com, order some up, and you can join us in a toast. Cheers. Now, this next song is a song about a dog. Everybody knows one of these dogs. This is a little dog that walks around town like he's got the biggest Cadillac in the whole city. No matter who he encounters, no matter how big the dog, this dog struts up and lets everybody know who he is. And this dog's name is Scarsback Billabong. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Scarsback Billabong didn't have too much to say. Matters of philosophy or just the time of day. He always keeps his head low and treated people kind. He'll always be a friend of mine. Scarsback decided a long, long time ago. All the others run, he's not one to steal the show. He never gets upset, he never hits rewind. He'll always be a friend of mine. And he'll always be a friend of mine. He'll always be a friend. He's got candy for the baby, $1 million hair. He's got a big umbrella. When it rains, he just don't care. Miles of open road, he's got endless tank of gas. Power to spare, but he don't have to let you pass.
But he'll whistle to the ladies when he's walking down the street. He goes, and they'll whistle right back, so we'll know where to meet. They say,
together we were meant to be. Together we were meant to be. Oh, Scar. Scars back Billabong, he sees you on the street. You know by his demeanor he's the kind you like to meet. He's got it all together, look in his honest eye. He'll always be a friend of mine. Scars back wander off from time to time. Can't even keep him tied down, he's just the kind of guy. The leader of the pack, he's keeping everyone in line. He'll always be a friend of mine. He'll always be a friend of mine. He'll always be a friend. He's got candy for the ladies, a big old diamond ring. He wears it on his thumb around the town throughout the spring. Run off with the devil, he could run off with the queen. He'd run off with your mama, never one to be seen.
Whistle to the ladies when he's walking down the street. Ooh. And they'll whistle right back so he'll know where to meet. But together we were meant to be. Together we were meant to be.
Old Scars back Billabong and me.
Thank you.
I need to just like. We just came from being like sitting outside. We're in the process of organizing a whole bunch of recording stuff on a pretty large scale, and we were just meeting with somebody who is a renowned producer. And anyway, we were sitting in his backyard having coffee, and just when it started to rain, and I didn't dress for the occasion. And so I'm kind of freezing my ass off. But it's getting warm. And this probably doesn't make it any warmer.
Hi, Dave. Thanks, Dave, for having us in your garage again.
Again,
It's always nice.
you've had some pretty cool cats here recently. Good view. It's been fun.
So this is a story. This is a song about. You might have had this experience, Dave. You know, you have a problem maybe with your house, and someone's knocked on your door and say, "Hey, I'm like the local handy fix-it guy, and you need your garden replanted, or you need something painted," and you say, "Great," and then the relationship doesn't really work out the way you had hoped. Well, this is the story of one of those guys. This character's name is Hollis May, and Hollis May caused a lot of trouble for our poor singer here. And one day, you know, this is a song going back a year, but Hollis is lamenting this anniversary. He's just seen Hollis May driving across town in his Ford with a pocket full of money and his wife in the passenger seat, and he's thinking, man, things could have gone another way.
Only he had laid the step.
If only he had laid the step or painted the
Everything,
wall.
everything else
Anyway,
around
it didn't work out.
We'll do 11 the story, so keep on.
Well, here you go.
Hey, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
You know, I think the drummer's had too many beers. We're gonna have trouble all show. I gotta get some kind of a
Drummers and goaltenders, you know? Hear that?
imagine a drummer who actually was a goaltender. I'm gonna get my mom to sew me something. Okay, let's take it away, Mark. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I love that bass line.
I woke to the sound of babbling water and everything seemed okay. But the water was coming from a leaky roof and it wasn't just another day. Today is the 1st of June. A year has come too soon. It's the anniversary of meeting Hollis May. On that late spring day, Hollis knocked on my back door. Said he could paint a wall, change a tire, or fix a squeaky door. He said if I had the need, he could fix what's ailing me. Fix me in the end, that's what he did. Well, I did indeed have need for some repair. I had a leaky roof and windows that let in the cold night air. His tools he would fetch and starting on that mess. But what Hollis did instead was steal my Ford. Now some time went by before I heard old Hollis knock. He said the Ford was leaking oil and he'd just taken it to the shop. His tools he brought in, said the work would soon begin. But what Hollis did instead was steal my cash. Hollis did make his way back to my front door. He said the money he had taken was to take care of my Ford. He swore it was the truth, and today he'd fix my roof. But what Hollis did instead was take my wife. I laid my head with a worried mind back for the end of the day, wondering just when Hollis might return and what he might take away. The winter came and went, my love and money spent, rather taken by that scoundrel Hollis May. I'm rather taken by that scoundrel Hollis May. I was taken by that scoundrel Hollis May.
Kinda, sorta? Kinda, sorta?
I hope none of y'all ever run into Hollis May, and if you do, you can ask him for my Ford back.
What do you think, Dave?
About what? Music?
They
Sounds
sound
great.
okay?
Sounds awesome. Everyone loves it. You guys are try to follow them on our YouTube channel. People really like you guys.
All right, well,
Alright.
W.S. Dupree. Lots of more stories.
You're asking for a story with the bass soon. Everyone's intrigued by it.
Well, he's fallen on some hard times. And so, I don't know if you remember in the 80s, guitar players that fell on hard times, the first thing they got rid of was the headstock. They couldn't afford the real estate, so they bought the guitars with the headstock down here. And later they thought that, well, that will help me. And then they realized that, no, I need even more money back out of my instrument. So they cut down the bodies and had these little things. It's kind of what's happened here. And so the stand is on loan.
Yeah, stand is on loan.
Couldn't afford the black cable, so we got the green one.
that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it, kind of.
Yeah, that's
thumbs
right.
up,
That's exactly right. That's the story of the bass for sure.
So, in sticking with, we're trying to get serious and make a real record. Hopefully you're liking what we're doing. But I don't know if you've ever been to, you've been to those quiet concerts and there's that guy. He says, play Freebird. And so the guy gets up on the stage and he works really hard, and he says, I'm going to play Freebird. And he gets halfway through Freebird and the guy goes, play Stairway to Heaven. And he keeps playing different songs, but all the guy who's yelling doesn't really know what he wants to do. So I was in a beach in Mexico and I wrote this about that guy. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Want me to count it in?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I hear you calling up to me to play a little song. You're calling up to me and you want to sing along. And then you're calling up to me to play another song. I know what you wanted all along. You wanted a song about a train, a song's about the rain, a song's about everything that's never gonna change. A song's about true love, we never get enough, and everything is never gonna change. Laying on the sand, drinking mezcal in the sun. I'm thinking to myself that you're the only one, and everybody around is taking us as home. We're playing by some Tom Snyder's rules, singing the songs about a train, the songs about the rain, the songs about everything that's never gonna change. The songs about true love, we never get enough, and everything is never gonna change. Rock it out gently, we rock it to and fro. We double time the rhythm like a tune from any land. We're all just singers in the band. Singing a song about the train, a song's about the rain, a song's about everything that's never gonna change. Songs about true love, you never get enough, and everything is never gonna change. Found my strings too rusty that I couldn't make them ring. I never felt the need to run off the beat. The same thing that we wanted to then.
Like a song's about a train, a song's about the rain, a song's about everything that's never gonna change. A song's about true love, we never get enough, and everything that's never gonna change. Like a song's about a train, a song's about the rain, a song's about everything that's never gonna change. A song's about true love, we never get enough, and everything's never gonna change.
Kinda?
Woo! You're cold, I am hot.
Yeah, I'm okay now. I'm getting
Good.
a little warmed up. But
Good. I'm glad. I had to take off my cardigan there, you know. All right. This is a song about one of those days when you get out of bed and the first thing you do when you stand up is realize that you got out on the wrong side.
Are you okay? You're not relying on the carpet.
I'm good.
You good?
Shall we?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Maybe it's 'cause I stayed up all night, and maybe it's 'cause my head ain't right. Maybe it's 'cause the skies are gray, but I don't think today is gonna be a good day. Maybe I wish I was here with you, and maybe I wish that the color blue had a little more yellow or red. Maybe that would change the colors in my head. But the birds sing la la la, la la, la la la. Maybe once this old bottle was full, and maybe it's one that came from you. Now it's as empty as I feel, and your ghost is here talking as though real. And the birds sing la 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 la, la la, la la la. Thank you. Sometimes you just got to get those bad days out of the way. This is, you know, we've been writing these songs and it's been a lot of fun. We're making the best of this pandemic time. This is maybe my favorite of the songs. We have some great history in this country, Canada, as many of you of course know. This is a story about one of the founders of Canada. His name was Peter Easton, and he doesn't get a lot of credit maybe. But he was a privateer under King George who then became a pirate. And he ended up settling a lot of Newfoundland and recruiting fishermen to be on his boats. And this is the story of one of those boats leaving harbor hoping that maybe they wouldn't run into old Peter Easton. One, two.
on deck, the captain said, the storm was brewing on the horizon. Batten down the hatches and brace yourselves, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. The water getting dark and the water getting high, the waves teeming up on the side. The lights start to swing and they flicker and dim, the horizon is gone out of sight. And as you make your way on board, you check your weather chart. Weigh it with your peril to make it all work out alright. Work out right. The 3 days into our voyage, from waters and blue sky, reaping the eyes of the honest men on board, while others cast theirs nigh. The privateers seen on the western horizon, the cannons full around. 3 silhouettes neath the setting sun, the horizon is sinking down. Sunny moon ship of fools that sailed out into the night, without knowing what may lay ahead. I hope that things will work out right. Work out right. Some liquor for our souls. Pass the cup to Davy Jones. Just enough to wet his lips and keep the sailor's devil from our bones. From our bones. All hands on deck. The captain said, I can see St. George's Cross. Easton's boastmast at full sail and a span of ships in tow. Bearing set for Harbor Grace and the fear on our faces show. As the lights grow dark and the pounding hearts, the cannons thunder blow. Save some liquor for our souls. Pass the cup to Davy Jones. Just enough to wet his lips and keep some for us all to get home. To get home. To get home. To get home.
Thank you.
That drummer.
You know, I'm gonna fire this drummer. I'll have to
Are you?
get a new drummer for the next
Did we have a drummer like that before in our life?
See that? All the
Yeah,
drummers.
all the drummers.
I don't understand it, Mark.
Ah, it's okay.
Mom, you gotta help me out here with
With
an arrangement that works. Somehow, when I had short pants on, it seemed to work better. I don't know. Maybe there's something about the
the short
viscosity.
pants. Something about the short pants.
Something about the viscosity of this these trousers. Maybe I don't know. What do I got in here?
So here we are in month. I don't know where we are now, but
Pandemic times.
cheers.
Is there a story there, or are you just?
No, I'm just humming and hawing while you're getting
What's
like
next?
Skippy and
Oh, the
Toasty
Southwest Chieftain. Is that what we're gonna play?
Mm-hmm.
This is a real train. A real train. Southwest Chief runs from Chicago to Los Angeles. Do you know, by the way, Air Canada's not flying to Los Angeles anymore? Anyway, it's pandemic times.
For now or?
Well, right now, I don't know. Anyway, the Southwest Chief runs from Chicago, basically following Route 66 through the U.S. and ends up in Los Angeles. And this is a story of a fella who's got himself hooked up with the wrong lady. And he's looking for a second act in his life, and he gets on the Southwest Chieftain and makes his way to his own personal promised land.
Here we go.
If you want coffee in the morning, you'll have to make it for yourself, 'cause I'll be long gone on the railway. Those steel rails gonna take me somewhere else. You thought I'd be your meal ticket. You thought I'd make this place a home, but no flowers grow under a shadow, and you'll have to tend your barren garden on your own. When you hear that kettle whistle, you can think about the man you drove away. And I'll ride the Southwest Chieftain to wide open skies, to wide open skies. I got a seat in Garden City, and watch the sunrise high above New Mexico. Felt like the king of my own story. A second act where I follow what I know. I thought I heard that Barstow whistle, and knew I'd found the promised land. Yeah, 100 miles to the ocean, and a million miles from that life I couldn't stand. And when you hear that kettle whistle, you can think about the man you drove away. And I'll ride the Southwest Chieftain to wide open skies, to wide open skies, to wide open prairie plains, over yonder mountain range, ocean blue for miles, and wide open skies. And when you hear the kettle whistle, you can think about the man you drove away. And I'll ride the Southwest Chieftain to wide open skies, to wide open skies. Woo! The Southwest Chieftain. The getaway car for that guy, anyway.
That guy.
That's how train songs should sound. Twisted Hugh says your tie-dye shirts are looking awesome.
What?
Twisted Hugh says that the W.S. Dupree tie-dye shirts are looking great.
Great.
We have tie-dye shirts?
Yeah, JP.
JP! Oh, baby.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So, we have, you know, when you're starting this kind of endeavor, there's things that you need to deal with that I'm not good with dealing with. But anyways, so we took a picture in the fall. I don't know if I told you this, Dave. We took a picture in the fall of our hats.
Yeah.
And we thought we're going to use our hats. And it was a kind of a nifty little logo thing.
Like a Donnie and Marie.
A Donnie and
You're
Marie.
a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll. That
Right,
kind of
I'm a
thing.
little bit hippie and yeah. And anyways, so we had to go through a process to have permission. And so we sent the picture of our hats because it was on our newly formed website,
WSDupreemusic.com.
.com. to the people who we thought might be in charge of this logo. And this logo was actually derived from a sticker. A sticker found in a truck stop and put on a guitar. And so, the wolf sticker on Jerry Garcia's guitar. And so, the letter came back saying, no, you cannot use that image of your hats with that sticker in its current formation, or we will sue you. Because their fear is that you're taking away their brand. Their branding.
That's right.
A sticker in a truck stop has turned into a multi-million-dollar brand.
You bought the hat?
I bought the hat, right. I did buy the hat. I bought the hat based on it. Anyways, so we're not allowed to use, I can wear this hat, we can do this, but I guess the Jerry Garcia, or whoever the trustees for the Jerry Garcia Foundation, whatever it's called now, will not let us use that hat.
So you'll see an altered image on our website.
Did you catch all that, Dave?
Of course I did.
What do you think about that?
I know all about it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's what we are. He's behind you on the wall smiling at you, though.
That's good.
Where?
That's
He's
right.
He's behind you.
Oh, there he is.
Behind you.
Yeah, and he didn't really care.
He wouldn't care.
Shit.
Probably say sure.
So to that, we'll just,
This is a song. This is a murder ballad song about a love square. Isn't that right?
yeah,
Want us to play it?
quadrangle.
Sure.
Right. And an outlawed son, I chose to make my living with a rifle and a gun. For hire or for justice, and on both sides of the law, no savior will forgive me for the killings that I saw. Cold and hard and callous for the state of my poor soul. No family or companions keep me from my bloody road. Though one September morning, with the rain about to start, a last name bright swallow found a place in my dark heart. And my love, I confess to thee, and I can't stand you loving any other man than me. If I could find a place within your heart, I'd forever lay down my gun. When Bridie told to me there was another man, and he kept her love from me. My mother could not feel, and her father, he was dead. So a dowry was exchanged, and the baker she did wed. Well, I made my last mission. One more bullet would have fired, and the baker would be gone, and young Bridie would be mine. Well, the two was soon accomplished, with the harvest moon above. But the man that I had murdered was not the object of her love. And my love, I confess to thee, and I can't stand you loving any other man than me. If I could find a place within your heart, I'd forever lay down my gun. I was just a fatal tool, and I'll bear the weight of murder along with being made a fool. For me, you lacked affection, just a notice of my skill, and an errand boy to make for a simple, quiet kill. I don't have a plan to keep you from your voyage and your ever lover's hand. For land is calling, you begin to run. If I can win your love back, I've always got my gun. My love, I've given you my best. Since that's not enough, I put my bullets to the test. And you run from my beating heart. Soon you run from my gun. Soon you run from my gun.
Bridie Swallow. She
Bridie
gets away. She gets away.
That's a good one, huh?
Like them all.
Thanks, Dave.
Love them all.
We hope you're liking these songs. Mark and I have been playing together for over 30 years, and we're really happy with these songs, and playing together has been a really bright spot during this dark time.
It's been the high. It's been. I was saying to you the other night that Wednesday nights are like the best.
The best. We play every Wednesday night, sometimes Saturdays too, plus whatever gigs we can get. It's been
Which there's
really
been
great.
a few actually. There's been some
Yeah.
good ones, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
As we get into, maybe we're going into the red stage, but when we get into the red stage, obviously we're going to get out of the red stage at some point. And when we get out of the red stage, wouldn't it be great to like play some house concerts, like
Yeah.
small, intimate, you know,
Yeah. Love to play
nice
people's
wooden
homes.
rooms without mics and all
Yeah,
that.
that's what we like.
Oh,
The no
man.
mics is really great.
Nothing.
And if the ceiling was taller, I'd have my big bass out. But that's
Yeah,
okay.
no, I can't help that.
I understand. I
Yeah,
thought
I
about
know.
bringing it and just having it on an angle, you
Or I cut a
know?
hole, make a bubble, so my
It's
living
okay.
room
Looks
kind of
like-
sitting at the neck of the bass.
Yeah, but actually, if you took it, if you put
If
the
I just
tank
cut-
down,
I don't know if I, you
Maybe
know what?
cut it.
I
You
should
you
see.
makes me a thing like this.
No, it's possible.
yeah.
It's possible.
Go, we get you a cello. We can have.
Oh yeah.
We go half.
All right. This next song is a sad song about happy times, and you can look at it any way you like. But this is a song that I wrote about my dad, who's all Alzheimer-y and not a very nice place right now. And he doesn't remember me anymore, but I hope he remembers some good stuff. This is a song about that. Shall we?
Hang on. Yeah, I guess gotta get it in my head for a second. I love your clock, Dave.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice clock.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Alone at this window, the seasons all blend into one. The spring colors faded, the summer heat stable, the winter wind barely out. Dance of a stranger can even make me feel high. As I sit at this window and hope that you'll someday pass by. I remember your smile and the smell of your simple perfume. All your springtime obsessions, wild summer dresses, how your winter light brightened my room. I can't seem to remember the day you stopped coming round, or the day I got lost at this window waiting to be found. Angelie, 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 Angelie. My heart remains open
Angeli, Angeli, Angeli. Angeli, Angeli, Angeli.
My heart remains open. They can't take that away from me. Miss you, Dad.
That is such a beautiful song, isn't it?
That's such a pretty song. It's not one we wrote. It was written by that tall, skinny, ugly country guy. What's his name?
Wow.
Lyle Lovett.
And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. Me upon my pony on my boat. And if I was Roy Rogers, soon enough be single. Wouldn't bring myself to marry an Odell. Just be me and Traeger. We go riding through the movies. We'd buy a boat and off to sea we'd sail. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, me upon my pony on my boat. Masked man was smart. He got himself a Tonto. Tonto did the dirty work for free. Tonto, he was smart. And one day Kimosabi kissed my ass, I bought a boat. I'm going off to sea. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, me upon my pony on my boat. If I was like lightning, I wouldn't need no sneakers. I'd come and go whenever I would please. Scare 'em neath the lamppost, scare 'em neath the shade tree. I would not scare my pony on my boat upon the sea. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, me upon my pony on my boat. I said, me upon my pony on my boat. I said, me upon my pony on my boat.
Wow. Can I hear your A there for a second, Mark?
You can.
Yeah, Everybody knows the story of the last spike and the CPR, the railway that connects this great country, which, you know, almost didn't happen. And in fact, it really shouldn't have happened because there were so many mistakes. This is a song about just one of those mistakes. But the amazing thing is, you know, British Columbia really was holding the rest of the country hostage, saying, we ain't joining until you connect this whole thing. That was a real problem for a long time, but it got done. And the goofy thing about the way it got done, this is a real story, is that when they went to lay the last spike, the guy who was hammering it in, he bent it, and they didn't even get the last spike in. If it was today, everyone would have their cell phone cameras out, and they'd think, what a doofus, this would be the meme of all memes. But they didn't have any cameras. Well, they probably punched the guy in the face.
Well, they probably did have the camera that they got.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, fortunately they brought a spare, and that's the thing they ended up hammering in as a last spike. It's a true story.
So as we're writing these songs, we're finding these stories, these really cool stories. But instead of talking about the story about the CPR, we're finding like the detail that almost...
The people. It's about the people.
It's about the people. It's about the... You know what? We're of the people, for the people. Right?
Sure. That's the last song tonight.
Most of the day, it turns around tomorrow, then it's back this way. Stand fast, Craig-a-Latchy, where Mr. Smith would drive a bed nail kinda catchy. We'll ride, Eagle Pass will roam. We're all waiting on St. George to come home. Rolling on the silver line, from east to west and back again. Rolling on the silver line. Well, George, he traveled home, he didn't have any money, but left us all standing and waiting on someday when he would return with the money in hand to bring the last spike to drive me to the promised land. Mr. Smith, look what you done. You drove it in the ground and bet the only one. Lucky for you, George, you brought a spare. You could drive it back in with the gold one here. Rolling on the silver line, from east to west and back again. Rolling on the silver line. Well, Roadmaster Frank pulled the spike from the ground. Mr. Smith had it straightened and he passed it around. Covered in diamonds, how to be kinda catchy for all the lovely ladies from Craig-a-Latchy. Come on, can this be? This great iron ribbon stretched from sea to sea, over 3,000 miles and 1,000 streams. The last spike to join a nation full of dreams. Rolling on the silver line, from east to west and back again. Rolling on the silver line, from east to west and back again. From east to west and back again. From east to west and back again. so fun,
Love
that
it.
song.
So much fun.
The guy was left with the simplest of tasks.
Just hit the nail.
As a
Wasn't even a nail. It was,
was
a
a
spike.
spike.
It was this
But
big. How do you
it-
bend it?
Listen, we're going to call you here, Mr. Smith, for the ceremonial driving of the last spike for the railway. Don't fuck it up.
You have one job.
One
One
job.
job.
Just
Yeah,
one
one
job.
job.
One
You have
job.
one fucking job.
That's
One
right.
job. And what do you
That
think?
is,
Well, what do you think old? What do you think old Sir George Stephen is doing at that
Oh.
point? He's going, "Oh my God, I gotta
Can
go.
you
oh my God,
imagine?
I gotta go back to England."
You know how hard I worked? That's right.
You know how hard
You
I
had to take
worked
a
over
boat.
here?
You had to take a boat.
But he had to take him from where? That means he's got to get from
I know.
there.
Newfoundland, Halifax, and then a train
Who's
to
gonna
get
get
to
from the
thing.
middle of the Rocky Mountains to like, oy vey already.
Funny times. Funny times. Anyway, good thing it got built. I've actually taken that train. I hope some of you taken that train. It's a great ride all the way across. All right. This is a very light song. You know, imagine if you found a genie in a bottle, right? That's a typical sort of trope. Everybody knows that story. But what if the bottle was a liquor bottle and you ended up in a drinking contest with the genie? That's sort of what I was thinking one day, and we came up with this tune.
I love this.
It was a day like this back in '92. I had an afternoon in front of me with nothing to do. Walking down the alley just kicking a tin, I came across a bottle of sapphire gin. Well, I picked up the bottle and to my surprise, out popped the genie with the bluest eyes. I said, you know the drill, it's up to you. Just say the word, I can make your dreams come true. I said, hey genie, give me a minute to think. He nodded and he poured us both a sizable drink. And then I thought about the wishes that I wish if I could. I said, ooh, I don't know. No. Well, we finished up his bottle and we broke into mine. It was a bottle I've been saving since the '79. With the genie here, I thought the time was right. It would never be a better night. So I figured I'd keep going as long as I was able and try to drink that blue-eyed genie under the table. The room began to darken, twist and spin, and I remembered that the genie came from a bottle of gin. I said, hey genie, give me a minute to think. He nodded and he poured us both a sizable drink, and then I thought about the wishes that I'd wish if I could. I said, well, I don't know. I was thinking how the day started off so fine. Didn't have no worries and an easy mind. Drinking with the genie is a losing bet. I just haven't figured that much out just yet. Turns out that all the genie was not myself, wishing that it all would end. Just like that, the genie had fled. The bottle was gone, and so was my aching head. I said, hey genie, now why did you leave? And what could I do to earn a reprieve? And then I thought about the wishes that I wish if I could. I said, oh, I don't know. No. Of course, by this time it was much too late. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. So that's a lesson to all you youngsters out there. Don't go toe-to-toe with the genie. If you get one wish, wish for an end to this bloody pandemic. Now this song is another one. This is another song we didn't write, but it's a good song. This song also dates back about 100 years. Originally called the Black Bottom Blues. It got morphed into the Deep Ellum Blues. And you know, Deep Ellum is a storied place in Dallas, where Blind Lemon Jefferson came from, and who else came from there? Do you recall? Anyway, a number of important American blues musicians came from Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
We can leave it at that. I don't have my cheat sheet here, so I can't really recall them all. But hey,
Blind Lemon Jefferson and
Blind Jefferson Lemon.
okay, not Blind Melon, but no, there were a few. And actually,
Charlie Crockett?
huh?
Charlie Crockett?
Charlie Crockett.
That's what it says, Charlie Crockett.
Charlie
Is that
Crockett.
right?
Yeah, and the story of Deep Ellum.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
We have our crack fact-checking team.
But I think you'll find the original, original name, Black Bottom.
Black Bottom Blues. Yeah, it comes from a neighborhood in Detroit.
Right, which would be, I remember hearing Doc Watson, probably. You know, Doc and Merle play something like that. So when you start diving down that Doc Watson catalog, you'll find all those kinds of things. money in your shoes, have your $10 ready when they've got you know. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's goddamn antebellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's goddamn antebellum blues.
Looks like you got those deep blues too.
Go down to Deep Bellum, have a little fun. When out in Deep Bellum, gonna put you on the run. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's goddamn Deep Bellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's goddamn Deep Bellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's goddamn antebellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them antebellum blues.
Woo!
There we go.
Fingers warmed up there, eh,
Yeah.
Mark? I'll say. You know, I got a trick here. Maybe I'm going to stick it in behind there.
So we've been playing a lot of our own songs throughout this, and if you'd kindly keep your feedback to yourselves, that would be great. No, in all seriousness, though, if you like what you're hearing, it would be really nice to hear.
Comments are appreciated.
Yeah. When you're trying to endeavor into something like this, it's always a little.
We've got working versions of all these songs at our YouTube page, WS Dupree Music on YouTube. You can check it out. Oh, great.
What's that, Dave?
We're going to play, this is another cover. You know, Mark and I can't get together without playing at least one sad drinking song. So we're going to play this song. This song, I meant to do a little homework on this. I think the guy's name was Freddie Brown, who did this originally in 1954.
Did he write it?
Yeah, he wrote it, had a tiny hit with it, and then some other guy went on, I can't remember his name, of course. We had this conversation last time, who had a hit with it in the 60s. Lots of people have covered it. It's become a standard. It's such a great tune, and we're going to play it now.
What key are we in? C.
Sure. I see you crying in your beer. You say you got troubles. My friend, listen here. Tell me your troubles. I got enough of my own. Be thankful you're living. Drink up and go home. I'm fresh out of prison. 6 years in a camp. Lost my wife and my family. No one to call friend. So don't tell me your trouble. I got enough of my own.
Be thankful you're living. Drink up and go home. Say there goes a blind man he ain't never seen. Do you hear him complaining? Why should you or me? Now don't tell me your trouble. I got enough of my own. Be thankful you're living. Pick up and go home. Oh, I'm fresh out of prison. 6 years in the pen. Lost my wife and my family, and no one to call friend. Don't tell me your troubles. I got enough of my own. Be thankful you're living. Drink up and go home. Be thankful you're living. Drink up and go home.
Thanks. That's a good one. Now, if we timed it right, we got time for one more, which we do. This last song is one of Mark's songs. It's a great song. It just came to him, not surprisingly, over the last couple of weeks. He told me, if you've ever taken a boat from Europe, particularly if you would have come 50 years ago, 70 years ago, 100 years ago, there's nothing but blue for days. Blue and waves and sun and stars. And then just as you get close to the coast, you see this big blue lady welcoming you in, saying, whatever shit you had before, all that's behind you, because you've got liberty. This is a song about that, I think.
I'll see you in the morning on the other side of dawn. And I know while you were sleeping, I left your heart on my own. You stand there up on the mantle, daring me to ride on alone. But your silence is not all that golden. I hear them whisper into your ear. Some may come without you. Some may say that you're near. Some may dream of your liberty, but On that new day you will turn your other cheek to watch it rise, but only for one side, and that will be your great divide. And I'll still love you, my lady, and I'll stay by your side. I'll give you all of my liberty, even when you won't love mine. Your love will cast no shadows on the ones that don't feel you near. And your eyes look like they've been weeping, even though I can't see your tears. Some may come without you, some may say that you're near, some may dream of your liberty, but I wish you were here.
Thanks out there in TV land. We are W.S. Dupree.